practice to get us warmed up for close reading. We're going to do some music with close reading. Take off your music here. And when we get warmed up with some of our close reading, then we're going to start doing it with informational text. So we're going to start with music, and then we're going to move to informational text. Okay? So, I want to remind you about close reading and what we do as a close reader. When we have close reading, it's important that we read the text more than one time. So, during our first read, we're just trying to get the gist of things. The gist of things is like the basic idea. This is the gist. What is this about? Stop doing that. Thank you. You're going to talk with a partner. You're going to share what you think the gist of the story is. Then you're going to read the second time. During your second read, you read by yourself a second time, read the same thing over again. You're going to read a little bit more closely. Does this sound familiar? Yeah. Okay, you're going to read a little bit more closely. You're going to try to get more of the information out of what is this really telling me? We're going to annotate the text. You're going to write notes on the text. If it's something like, oh, this is something like a wow, I didn't know that. Wow. Or maybe, I don't understand what this means. You can put a little question mark next to that sentence or those words. You could put like, oh, this is important for me to remember. I got to star that. You can also circle things, right? Okay? And then the third time you're reading it, your third read, this is when you're going to ask and answer questions. This is when you get really deeper into the text. Answer questions. You're going to ask and answer questions with your partners. Now, I'm going to play a song for you. You're going to listen to it. And then I'm going to give you the actual lyrics to the song. The lyrics. And then when you get your paper, you're going to do your first read. Then you're going to talk to your partners about the gist. Then you're going to read it again. And then you're going to do some close reading. You're going to annotate the text. And then you're going to do a third read. And you're going to ask and answer questions. And you're going to be doing this with your table mates. So do you remember what we do when we are discussing things collaboratively? Remember collaborative discussions? Do you remember what we talked about earlier in the year?
Stay on topic.
What? Well, I heard something.
Stay on
topic.
I said that.
So when you stay on topic, let's say that I start talking about my weekend. What are you going to do to remind me to stay on topic?
Stay on topic.
Study. What are you going to say to me? Off topic. I heard it. Off topic. What else do we have to do? Do you remember? It's kind of more difficult.
Collaborate.
Okay, very good. Collaborate. What does it mean to collaborate?
To talk to each other.
Two minds are
better than one.
Two minds are better than one. Okay. Also, what could you do?
Add more ideas.
You're going to ask questions. You're going to ask and add. You're going to add stuff. Oh, you know what? I thought about that too. That's a good point. Well, I thought. And my favorite part is active listening. An active listener listens with their ears and their eyes. Okay, you guys ready to listen to the song?
Yeah.
Lyrics. Follow along carefully. After you hear the song, you're going to do your first read. And I'd like you to write the gist of the story on your whiteboard or on your desk.
You, with your words like knives and swords and weapons that you use against on a chalkboard, calling me out when I looked at you, picking on the weaker man. You can take me, all you are is pain.
Read. I'd like you to read the lyrics on your paper, and then I'd like you to write your gist on the other side of your paper, the first question only, and then you can also write down on your whiteboards when you're done reading and you're done writing the gist. I want you to have a collaborative discussion with your table mates. Go ahead and get started.
You think if you can't lead me down that road and you don't know what you know it means Maybe when she was little, somebody was like, she was like,
Yeah, she's trying to tell people.
Now it's time to go back to the lyrics. And this time I want you to read, this is how I want you to read it. You're going to read the first stanza. It's like a paragraph, but it's called stanza in poetry or music. You're going to read the first stanza with your table mates. You'll read it out loud. And then together, you're going to do some annotations. And then the next person at your table is going to read the next stanza to everyone. And then you're all together going to annotate. And then it's going to go around your table until you're done. When you're done, you're going to answer the second question only. Good luck.
you answer the second one.
You can take me down with just one single blow, but you don't know what you don't know. The second one I don't know. But you don't know what you don't know.
Chalkboard. I think it's pink, but it hurts so bad. I was just comparing to chalkboard. I'm gonna
Okay, Devin. What's something you put a question mark there?
Nails on a chalkboard.
Nails on a chalkboard. Who else did that? We did it too. In our third read, we're going to ask and answer questions. This was a strategy we used in our last story in Wonders, where we asked and answered questions. Now it's time for you to ask and answer questions. You as a group are going to read this a third time. And now I want you to put little questions in the notes on the left or right margin of your paper. And I want you to answer them. Maybe you guys can just answer. Let's put an arrow and then answer. What does that mean? So you can put an arrow and then tell us what that means. Since you guys have a straw on it, what does it mean to you? What does it mean when they say you picking up the weaker, like you picking up the someone smaller child? Someone smaller than you? Someone who's defenseless? Defenseless. What does defenseless mean? I love that word.
someone who like someone who doesn't have any weapons or that.
Yeah, shield. Who could be someone who's defenseless?
Like
No, it was not. Even if he is pretty able to defend himself. Someone defenseless. Defend Who can share? Let's see who the class dojo gods pick. They pick Crystal. Crystal, what was the evidence you found in this story that shows this song is about bullying? The last paragraph. Can you read the sentence you chose? Why you gotta be so mean? Is that a sentence that we hear repeatedly in the song?
yes.
Yes. That often is a little red flag that says, hey, that's probably the theme of the story. Thank you for using your resources. Listen to those lyrics that made that tone or that feeling come out of you. Go ahead and write down your answer for question 4. I'm going to come around and check it out. So
Cause I'll never impress you. I just wanna be loved.